Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing this glittery rose gold kind of look. Reason being, it's about to be the holiday season. Well, it is kind of the holiday season, and a majority of the looks that we kind of go for are like, really glittery, really pretty, kind of elegant looks. This eye look is mad quick. You guys are gonna super duper be able to do this on your own time. Like, I mean, the eye look itself took literally like 10 minutes. I mean, the rest of the face, if you don't feel like doing every step, you definitely don't have to. But this is a really pretty easy way to get to that holiday party and look really put together. So if you want to see how I completed this look, please keep on watching.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right in with some primer. I'm gonna use the Benefit Professional. I really love this primer. I mean, if it's technically a primer or a pore filler, whatever it is, I've been using it for years and years, and I super love it just for kind of filling in your pores a little bit. And then this that I'm using is the liquid highlighter from Tarte. I actually kind of like this too. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and it does my skin pretty right. As you can see, I'm looking glow-tastic. Don't mind me fucking with my hair. I have my hair in a total wrap, and it keeps getting all up in the way. But so then going on to foundation, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Stick Foundation that I've been using the last few videos. I'm going to be honest, it's not my favorite, but it gets the job done. It's a little dry for me. If you have drier skin, you may not really like this. I think by the end of the night, I look kind of crusty-ish. So I would never use this on like a going out night where I know I'm going to be out the whole night, because it's probably going to end up looking a little dry and slightly cakey. But that's just on my skin. It may work wonders for other people, especially if your skin is naturally more oily. So using the same kind of foundation for my concealer, I am using a lighter shade, of course. All of the shades will be in the bottom bar. Um, did I say that? Yeah. Well, whatever. They'll be down below. Um, there we go. There, I'm throwing it on for concealer. A second ago, I had just had some spots that I didn't feel like had enough coverage. So I just built up a little bit more. And then coming in, I've been doing my nose contour like this lately, and I mean, I kind of like it. I don't know if it's really like the contour of contours, but I like the shape that it gives me, or the appearance of the shape it gives me, because let's keep it real, it don't change shit. It just looks like it changes it from not even close up, but a distance, so yeah. Going ahead and patting all that in with my wet beauty blender. Let me tell you, I've had this beauty blender for so long that it is jacked up, and sometimes it leaves little black specks behind on my face, which is really irritating. But yeah, I love it to death. So I'm probably just gotta hurry up and go get another one, because I keep using them to death, cleaning them out, using them, cleaning them out, using them, and then I throw it away, and then I get pissed because then I have to go get another one or whatever. But I definitely am a bit overdue to get another one. Contouring with my Jordana contour stick. No, this is my Wet n Wild contour stick. Sorry. I like them both about the same, but this is my Wet n Wild one. And I really like this color. This shade is all me. Right now, I look like a deer or something, because I look like I have a little animal nose, but just ignore it. Throw it on however you see fit and blend it out how you see fit. I'm blending this part out with my beauty blender, but then I go in with my brush because I just like the finish that I get better when I blend out my contour with a brush. And then my nose is going to be blended out with my fingers as per usual. Gonna use this Juvia's Place powder to set my face, but first I am going to bake. I baked really heavy under my eyes this time because I am going to be working with some glitter, and anytime you're working with glitter, you're probably gonna have a shit ton of fallout. So yeah, I packed it on under there, and I think I may like the powder even less than I like the foundation. I'm not sure. It's just really dry on me, and it always leaves my skin looking really dry. I'm going to try things separately, like do the powder with a different foundation or do the foundation with a different powder and see if maybe that's the trick for me. But right now, them together, not the team for this face. Yeah, so I went ahead and grabbed my my contour palette and use that middle shade to just go over my contour, because I always set my contour with a powder, always. So yeah, having some trouble with my headgear here. Was falling down, getting up, falling down, but yeah, it's all right now. So yeah, going over my nose contour now with a smaller brush. It looks really like it's way too much right now, but it won't. I'm kind of going into the front of my brow with it a little bit, you know, to give it a little more shape, a little more structure. It kind of looks hot, but I'm doing that because I am going for a big, thick brow. I went for a big, thicker brow because I have my regular old brown eyes tonight, and I think that brown eyes look so pretty with nice thick brows that are matching, especially when you're going for a really light colored eye look. You know, when your makeup look is kind of, you know, light and fresh, you want to kind of bring something in there. I think if I would have went with blonde eyebrows today, that it would have kind of drowned, you know, it would have looked like it was all like plant together. So here I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Chocolate, and I'm just gonna do my brows a little more bigger and fluffier than I usually do them, but you will see that as I continue going on. Okay, we got one good brow here, and now we have two good brows. Thank you, editing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Tarte Shape Tape like I usually do on this really flat brush that I got at, where did I get this brush? I know it's a paint brush. It is not a makeup brush. It is a flat little paint brush, and it cost me like $4, and I'm telling you, they work just as good, if not better, than actual makeup brushes. And the best part about them is they're effing cheap. So yeah, just gonna carve out my brows and then start my eye look. I went ahead and tried to not go like at super warp speed so that I could show you guys each shade that I am using. This is the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. And then I am going to start right on in there in my transition area, actually kind of crease area with the shade in there that will be in the bottom bar because the name escapes me, but you just saw me point to it, so don't even trip. And you don't have to use this palette. You can totally use whatever palette you have that has similar shades in it, and you will get the same look every time. Okay, so going in with this lighter peachy shade from the same palette, we're just gonna go right over the top of that color that we just put down and into the higher crease area, transition kind of spot, and blend that out, okay? Because no harsh lines, that's why. I mean, no other reason than that. It just does not look cute when you show up and your color is like boom, 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 stacked in layers and everybody can see it. Not cute. Okay, so grabbing the Too Faced glitter glue that I use like religiously. I know if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I am down for the Too Faced glitter glue like almost all the time. So I am just going to put that all over my entire lid and no type of, not like trying to be completely precise, but just throwing it on there with my finger, tap, 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 actually kind of, mushing it around because I want to just throw this shade from Tarte all over the lid. I got this in like it was some sort of like a trio. It was like that, and I think it was like the highlighter, the liquid highlight, and a blush came with it, I'm pretty sure. Either way, really, really pretty color, really pigmented as you can see. It comes off dynamite with my finger, but I just feel like this, like, I don't know, seeing it on camera is not doing it any justice. Like, it's a really, really pretty pink, rosy, champagne-y, goldish. I don't even know how to pink. Like, there's so many ways I could describe this shade. It is freaking bomb though, and I am obsessed. So I'm gonna grab that Too Faced glitter glue again after I did my other eye off camera, but whatever. And now this time I'm going to tap it over that shade, and I'm gonna tap it really light so I don't disturb any of the shadow that I just laid down. So just really kind of random ass tapping and really lightly. And then I'm going to grab this J Cat's glitter, and this is a really pretty pinky color, and I'm going to lay that right over top with my finger. As you can see, I've had to, shake it onto my finger quite a few times to make sure that I get the coverage I want. You guys do not have to, cover your entire lid in glitter, if it's not the way you want to do it. But yeah, I wanted to cover the whole thing, and I wanted it as thick as I could get it. So going ahead and sweeping off all that bake underneath, because now I am no longer in need of that. I'm just going to go over and over and over because I feel like that powder, like I said, it is really tough and it's actually kind of difficult to get off. But grabbing this Maybelline gel liner in Black is Black, I am going to throw that in my waterline. This is not a pleasant sight, so I just did the one eye on camera and then moved on from there, and I'm sure you guys are not mad about that. So grabbing a really tiny brush and that Warrior 2 palette, I'm going to grab that darkest shade there at the bottom, and I am going to start to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm going to put that color right up against my lash line as tightly as I can get it so that I don't overdo it. But yeah, throwing that on really close and kind of blending it in with the Maybelline gel liner that I just put in my waterline. I want it to be, pretty seamless. I want it to, you not to be able to tell where the Maybelline starts and ends. I want it to be like boom, 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 here it is. And then I am going to grab that beautiful Tarte shade that I used on my lid, and I am going to go right over that to kind of smoke out that lower lash line completely. Okay, so when I look up from here, you can see the difference between the eye that is done and the one that is not. And then I'm going to use this L'Oreal loose highlight and just put that right in my inner corner. I don't know if you've heard me talk about this loose highlight before, but it is the freaking bomb. It is bright, bright, bright. You want to talk about bright, bright white with like a very pearlescent kind of feel to it. I love it, and it really gets that job done with just a tiny bit of product. So throwing that in my inner corners to bring a little bit of life back to my face. Picking up my Milani Luminoso Baked Blush, I'm going to throw this on my cheeks because it's a really pretty peachy pink, and I thought that it would complement this eye look perfectly. Lashes are Salon Perfect as usual. They are 6/14s and 15s stacked. And I love how they look when they are stacked up like this. Just really pretty and fun. And they look like a super expensive lash, which I refuse to purchase. So yeah, that's why I wear these, because they get the job done and they're cheap. They are not like, you don't have to spend $20 on a pair of lashes to have them look pretty and have them look natural. I'm not into the super duper long, outrageous lashes anyway. So I'm not going to spend $20 on a lash. Like, I don't give a F. Sorry, not spending $20 on a lash. No offense toward the brands. Get your money, honey, but you ain't getting none of mine. Just saying. Side note, isn't it different to see me without winged liner? But anyways, grabbing this Nude Air highlighter by Dior, it did not do me right with the brush, so I went ahead and used my finger after I realized that it was not going on right. And then we got it together, so don't even trip. It's a really pretty soft pink, really soft pink highlight. You can build it up to make it really bright, but I just thought it was good enough, nice and soft, because I want the glittery eyes to be the focal point of this look. Okay, so highlight is on, and it took long enough, didn't it? But I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Pure Hollywood today. And yes, I know I totally jacked up my lips because I am looking in a mirror that is laying flat on the table in front of me instead of looking in the camera. So I have like one wonky side on the top. Like I have a big side and a regular side, and I'm like, crap. I just looked, I mean, I didn't notice it until I looked face on into the, into the camera, but I was like, well, F it now. So I went ahead and let it dry, and then I'm going to throw on this really cheap lip gloss that I got from my daughter. She actually got it at a birthday party, and I actually really love it, and I've been using it ever since. It is really, really shiny, and it does not disturb the liquid lip color that is underneath. That's why I let it dry first, but it goes on really nice, really comfortable, and it tastes good. So you can't beat that. And I love it. So that, my dears, is the final look. I'm going to slide off my head wrap and pull my hair down, even though it is not dry all the way yet. So I ended up rewrapping it as soon as I got done filming my intro, but I didn't want to cheat you guys out of actually seeing what it could kind of look like. I didn't want to be like, this is the final look with a wrap on my head. So yeah, pulled it down for you guys, and I did it because I love you. I seen that I have 54 subscribers. I am super excited about that, and I'm really, really appreciative. I'm just trying to make these videos to have some fun and educate, even though I am not a teacher. I am just a girl who loves makeup, like I've said before. And this, my dears, is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. Subscribe. I love you. And hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.